Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Political rhetoric and mudslinging has muddied probe and justice ahead of the 2024 battle for Bharat. Today on the Newshour, we will sift through the web of Rajniti and get you the plain facts of the case in black and white. Watch your screens carefully. There has been a 4 times rise in the ED cases against politicians since 2014, and 95% of these cases of the ED are against the opposition leaders. This is as per the Enforcement Directorate's own data. But it's also true that the Enforcement Directorate has a conviction rate of 96% in the last 9 years in cases in which trial has been completed. The CBI, on the other hand, has a strike rate of 74.5%. Let these numbers just sink in. These statistics on your screens are significant because after the arrest of Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament Sanjay Singh, today the Congress, TMC, DMK, beg your pardon, and the BRS face the heat of ED, income tax and other agencies. In Karnataka, the Enforcement Directorate raided a close aide of DK Shiv Kumar and Congress leader Manjunath Gowda. Incidentally, just last week, he was elected as a member of the DCC Bank for the 6th time. In Bengal, ED searches were held at the premises linked to TMC Minister Ratin Ghosh for his alleged involvement in municipality recruitment scam. Excuse me. In Tamil Nadu, IT has carried out, that is the Income Tax Department has carried out raids across 40 locations linked to DMK MP and former Minister Jagat Rakshakan for suspected tax evasion. In Telangana, Income Tax Department against raided BRS MLA Maganti Gopinath. The opposition was quick to close ranks and alleged that the BJP has caged the central agencies to try and crush the opposition ahead of 2024. Listen in to what the opposition had to say.
पता चला कि किसी ने इनके खिलाफ कुछ कह दिया, लिख दिया, एकदम ईडी पहुंच गई उनके घर। यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं पहुंची? यहाँ जो इतने बड़े घोटाले हुए हैं, इनके अधिकारियों के घर में क्यों नहीं पहुंची?
How come only non-BJP parties are coming under attack? Why such reports do not emerge in BJP-ruled states? Does it mean BJP-ruled states there is nothing?
आपका पास एविडेंस होगा तो आप आगे ऐसा ही बुला लीजिए, चला जाएगा। आपका पास कुछ नहीं है, आप आके देख रहा है, देखने का तो बुला लीजिए। ये क्या है ना, एक तो अच्छा आदमी का ऊपर थोड़ा काली छिटा रहा है।
Prime Minister is not enjoying the kind of support he enjoyed, so this makes him insecure. That is why he wants to curtail, he wants to muzzle all the dissent voices.
संजय जी, आपको गिरफ्तार किया गया है। देखिए, नरेंद्र मोदी अडानी के नौकर हैं और अडानी के नौकर से हम लोग डरते नहीं। जितना अत्याचार जुल्म करना है करें, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। आपने जो आरोप है बोला गया पैसे लिए, आपने बुनियाद आरोप है, हम लोग डरते नहीं, लड़ेंगे।
You just heard the opposition, and they asked why no crackdown in the Vyapam scam. Remember, the then education minister was arrested but later let off by the CBI. Then there was the aviation scam or the irrigation scam, in which NCP leaders who are now part of the BJP were summoned by the Enforcement Directorate and probed by the CBI. There was no action against them. In fact, the Narada scam, which named Shuvendu Adhikari when he was in the Trinamool Congress, but no action was taken against him either. The list is endless and includes Mukul Roy, Hemanta Biswa Sarma and Narayan Rane, all names that the opposition begins to use every now and then. So we ask the BJP if there is selective justice or crackdown on corruption that is being dealt out. This is what they had to say.
कोर्ट के द्वारा अलग अलग तरीके से उनको कोई भी राहत नहीं मिलती है, तब भी ये विक्टिमहुड कार्ड खेलते हैं। आज सुबह से ही इनका एक टेप रिकॉर्डर चल रहा है जब भी कोई कोर्ट की कार्रवाई, कोई इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी की कार्रवाई होती है, आप एक पैटर्न नोट करना। सुबह से एक टेप रिकॉर्डर शुरू हो जाता है और शाम तक वही टेप रिकॉर्डर चलता है। एक भी सवाल का जवाब नहीं दिया जाता। हमारे साथ तो देखिए वेंडेटा हो रहा है, हमारे साथ विद्वेषपूर्ण कार्रवाई हो रही है, अभी तक तो एक झुंझुना भी नहीं मिला है।
Why you are getting so perturbed, my dear India Alliance? If the assault is going on corruption, what makes you get in a jittery position? And so much disclosures coming out. Don't you agree in this country? Don't you want to tell this country that yes, there should be assault on corruption, what Prime Minister said from the Red Fort? And mind it, this assault on corruption will continue.
You just heard the BJP reject the charge of selectivism, but let's show a mirror to the opposition on the Newshour fact check. In Telangana, BRS regime arrested BJP MP Sanjay Bandi in the SSC paper leak scam. He later got bail from the court. Was this also selective then? In Karnataka, Congress Sarkar arrested BJP's Shakuntala HS for merely making derogatory remarks against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. What happened to democracy then? In Punjab, Congress's Sukhpal Singh Khera was arrested by the Aam Aadmi Party government in a drug-related case dating back to 2015. Mind you, AAP and the Congress are both part of the India Alliance. Aam Aadmi Party government also arrested Congress's OP Soni and BJP's Tajinder Bagga at some time or the other. So whose record are we going to look at and what are we going to say? And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, on the Newshour, the legitimate question tonight is just one. Is the war on graft selective? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the Newshour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight in the studios with me, Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, Suhail Seth, columnist, Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, Ashutosh, senior journalist, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, spokesperson of the BRS. But my first question goes to Dr. Akash Deep Muni. And Dr. Akash Deep Muni, I'm not talking about any odd allegations. I'm talking about what is mentioned in black and white in the remand note submitted by the Enforcement Directorate. And look at what it says. It says, Shri Sanjay Singh's associates, staff and team members, namely Vivek Tyagi, Ajit Tyagi and Sarvesh Mishra, have a close relationship with Dinesh Arora. Dinesh Arora introduced Amit Arora and his other friends, including Kanwarbir Singh, to Sanjay Singh. Then it says, Sanjay Singh has received proceeds of crime to the tune of 2 crores in the Delhi liquor scam. How? It says, investigation conducted by ED has revealed that Dinesh Arora had collected 3 crore bribe from Shri Samir Mahindru during August-October 2021 on the directions of Vijay Nair, the media head of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and says, investigation revealed that out of this 3 crore that was collected, 1 crore was given to Sarvesh Mishra, Sanjay Singh's person, on the direction of Vijay Nair. This amount was delivered at Sanjay Singh's house. Sanjay Singh's house is being written here. Goes on to say the details of another 1 crore. 4 crores were collected from somewhere else. Out of this amount, 1 crore cash was given to Sarvesh Mishra again, Sanjay Singh's person, delivered by an employee of Dinesh Arora at Sanjay Singh's house again. Now, Sanjay Singh's house, 2 crore cash transactions referred to on page 4 and 5 of this remand note. And on page 7, you can see how Sanjay Singh has been involved in the conspiracy of extending favors to private persons in the excise policy formulation even before the conspiracy of excise policy of 21-22. And he says in 2021 itself, there was some brand registration criterion which was, he spoke to Manish Sisodia to actually make the norms simpler, and Vivek Tyagi was given stakes in the business concern of Amit Arora. It goes on to say Vivek Tyagi is currently the parliamentary assistant to Shri Sanjay Singh. Shri Vivek Tyagi has no experience nor the means to join an investment-heavy business like the liquor business. Stakes to his own assistant. The quid pro quo being mentioned in the remand note, 2 crores in cash being mentioned in the remand note, and Akashdeep Muni, Arvind Kejriwal ji कहते हैं कि इन इन्वेस्टिगेशन में टाइम जाया होता है, इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं करना चाहिए. I want to ask you, should the income tax department, the ED, the CBI, police, everybody, should all these organizations be shut down and crime and corruption should be allowed to carry on freely?
No, of course no, Navika ji. It is the organization should continue, but there are many loopholes in this investigation. I want to point some out. The CBI specifically on the ED on the depending on the verbatim of Dinesh Arora, who have turned approver in this particular case, is actually on which they have arrested Sanjay Singh, is actually not arrested today. Dinesh Arora had been arrested in March, April last year, after which CBI, not by ED but by CBI. After that, the CBI, Dinesh Arora turned approver for CBI, in which, depending upon which the case was made against Manish Sisodiya. Now, in this particular case, interestingly, for the first time, it is happening that a approver of CBI has been arrested by ED. And after being arrested by ED, now ED in this particular case, this Dinesh Arora has become approver for ED. If he knew all the facts, why he did not tell about Sanjay Singh when he was arrested last year by CBI and he turned approver? Why he is telling? It may be because of one particular reason, coercion. It may be. I'm not saying that. But this is said by Arla Chandan. What Arla Chandan was, another approver who was in this particular case, said clearly that his verbatim given to ED was under coercion. He says that he has become hearing impaired and he cannot hear now. He has been tortured, under which he has given this verbatim. And I'm not saying this. This is said
so
by
you're saying
Arla Chandan
all the approvers are being tortured, they are being beaten up, and only then they are giving this. अब torture beaten up था तो पहले कर लेते. शहजाद पूनावाला इतना समय क्यों लगाया? And why has nobody filed anything or said anything in court? Do you think Akashdeep Muni's argument washes?
देखिए, ये हियरिंग इम्पेयरमेंट नहीं, ये इंटेग्रिटी का इम्पेयरमेंट है. दिस इज द इम्पेयरमेंट ऑफ इंटेग्रिटी. ये उंगलियां पकड़ पकड़ के अब जो कहते हैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं होना चाहिए, हर एक व्यक्ति को देखकर बोलते थे ही शुड बी इन्वेस्टिगेटेड, ही इज करप्ट, ही शुड बी इन्वेस्टिगेटेड, लालू इज करप्ट, मुलायम इज करप्ट, राहुल इज करप्ट, प्रियंका इज करप्ट, सो एंड सो इज करप्ट, फारूक इज करप्ट. आज उन्हीं करप्ट लोगों के साथ बैठकर बोल रहे व्हाई इन्वेस्टिगेट दिस करप्ट, लेट अस नॉट इन्वेस्टिगेट एनी करप्ट. और कहते हैं वेंडेटा हो रहा है. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस वेंडेटा? 7.5 8 months मनीष सिसोदिया इज इन जेल. ऑल दीज आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हैव बीन मेड. कुछ झुंझुना नहीं मिला. कोर्ट हैज सेड, दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट हैज सेड ही इज चीफ आर्किटेक्ट. इट्स नॉट ऑब्जर्वेशन ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट, इट इज फाइंडिंग ऑफ हाई कोर्ट. Finding, not observation, which is not binding. They have said he's the principal architect, that 100 crore rupees kickback has been received by him. That you don't want to believe. Vijay Nair has not come out for last 11 months from jail. That you don't want to believe. That is also vendetta. चलिए छोड़ दीजिए, आपके तहसीन पुनावाला बंडी लगाकर बैठे हैं. वो बंडी लगाकर यही बोलेंगे कि देखिए खेड़ा जी के साथ कितना अन्याय हुआ है और आज जो हुआ है बिल्कुल सही हुआ है. एटलीस्ट कांग्रेस पार्टी ऑफिशियली इज टेकिंग दैट लाइन. आई डोंट नो इफ तहसीन हैज गॉट व्हाट्सएप, सो ही मे चेंज हिज लाइन. He may change his line and today he may defend Sanjay Singh. But Congress party officially, right from Arvinder Lovely to others, are saying, no, this corruption has taken place. So are you saying they are also vindictive? And Aam Aadmi Party का तो क्या कहे, mirror में देखकर भी they will say that this is not me. In the same ED, when it investigates liquor scam in Chhattisgarh and Bhupesh Baghel is in the center of it, this same Aam Aadmi Party has done press conference, has said, arrest Bhupesh Baghel. मतलब हिपोक्रेसी की कोई सीमा नहीं. एंड लास्ट पॉइंट ऑन दिस दिनेश अरोड़ा, बाय द वे भाई साहब, अप्रूवर इज नॉट मेड बाय जस्ट द एजेंसी, द कोर्ट एक्सेप्ट्स द अप्रूवर and court rejects the approver. The court has made Dinesh Arora the approver, and he has very well said why he has not given Sanjay Singh's name earlier, because Vijay Nair was threatening him. There are 2 more names. Akashdeep, आप सिर्फ इतनी चिंता कीजिए, तिहाड़ में बैठे हैं 3 यार. अब अगली बार किसका नाम आएगा वो चिंता कीजिए, वो नाम बाहर आ ही रहे। आप शराब घोटाले पे एक सवाल का जवाब नहीं। Why the commission went up? नो जवाब। Why you gave wholesale to private? नो जवाब। ब्लैकलिस्टेड को शो कॉज नोटिस करके वही कंपनी से 1 करोड़ रुपया संजय सिंह ने ले लिया, उसके ऊपर नो जवाब। Why you have allowed operational period of licenses to increase? नो जवाब। EMD क्यों डिपॉजिट होने दी? नो जवाब। ये सारे सवालों का जवाब देने के बदले आप हर रोज आकर विक्टिमहुड कार्ड खेलना है और बस आप कार्रवाई करें तो वो तो ठीक है, और एजेंसी की कार्रवाई कोर्ट से स्थापित हो तो वो ठीक नहीं है।
Well, let me get in तहसीन पूनावाला, दानिश अली को there was some offensive language used against him. Rahul Gandhi rushed to his house, gave him a jappi and a puppy. Today, nothing on the Aam Aadmi Party, not one word on Sanjay Singh. Total silence. In fact, whoever is speaking is saying, yes, corruption did take place, or they are silent. They are only talking about ED, CBI, but not mentioning Sanjay Singh's case. Question here is, Sukhpal Kheda is arrested. That's not vendetta. But Sanjay Singh is arrested. That is vendetta. Do you think that's the way the alliance is working?
Namaskar, Navika ji. And it's unfortunate that the Bakheda that these Aam Aadmi Party did over Kheda has come back to bite them. And I was on your show 3 days ago, and I said it's in 3 days action is going to happen on one of your national leaders. I said this on your show, the recording is there. And then you'll say the same thing. BJP is going to say the same thing you're saying in Punjab. And that time, don't remove your victim card. So save your credit card and these credit points. But no, they're coming here and now saying the same thing that they said in Punjab. But the fact is, Navika ji, our part-time Pradhan Mantri, full-time Prachar Mantri, who's also a YouTuber, under him, the Enforcement Directorate, and these are statistics, out of 121 raids, 115 on the opposition, 6 on people alleged to the BJP. But let me show you Jadoo, Navika ji. Now, Jadoo for you and your viewers. There is a gentleman called Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, Pawar ji, and Y.S. Chaudhary ji. In all 3 cases, BJP removes white paper and says these are corrupt. As soon as they come in BJP, corrupt become witnesses. ED does not move an inch forward. And in BJP, and in the conviction of 0.6%, BJP changes and says we have 93% conviction, except that there are 26 cases in which the conviction has happened as cases filed during UPA tenure. In your tenure, your conviction is as many as the Prime Minister's press conferences, 0. The fact of the matter is, ma'am, none of these cases are going to lead to any conclusion, including against my friend Sanjay Singh, by whom I stand on your show. He's my friend and I stand by him, and he did human service to Delhi during COVID times.
Why is the Congress party not standing by him is the question I'm asking. Suhail said, you know, when Kheda is arrested, the Congress party is in the dock, and the Aam Aadmi Party says law should take its own course and investigations should carry. But when Sanjay Singh is arrested, investigation भूत उतर गया investigation का. And please hear what Mr. Arvind Kejriwal had to say.
सारे केस झूठे लगा रहे हैं ये लोग, तो कुछ इतने केस लगा लिए, इतनी जांच कर ली, कुछ निकलता तो है नहीं. तो इस जांच के खेल में टाइम ही खराब होता है, सबका टाइम खराब होता है, जांच एजेंसियों का भी टाइम खराब होता है, सरकार का भी. सबको काम करना चाहिए, देश के लिए काम करना चाहिए, तभी तो देश तरक्की करेगा. सबको झूठे केसों में फंसा के उससे तो देश तरक्की नहीं करेगा.
So isn't the moot question here कि पंजाब का केस झूठा केस है जिसमें खेड़ा साहब को लिया हुआ है, या दिल्ली का केस ही सिर्फ झूठा है?
So let me start by saying that all political parties by nature are self-serving. The alliance of India is a sham. You have seen what Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said after Mamata Banerjee's trip to Spain and the UAE. So if you think that they are one comprehensive unit, think again. Number 2, we have the investigative agencies in our country, and then we have the courts of law. I can understand the investigative agencies may be repressive, may indulge in vendetta, but all these political parties have used the finest lawyers to defend their cases. Dr. Singhvi is a case in point, Mr. Sibal is a case in point. And if after these lawyers having appeared for these people who are today behind bars, the courts have not ruled in their favor qua bail, there needs to be asked this question:
that should investigative agencies indulge in whataboutery and not do anything to the corrupt because there are lesser corrupt people in the BJP, going by your own admission, that there are 115 cases against non-BJP people and only 6 against the BJP people. I mean, there is no competition in criminality. You can't say competitively we are less criminal than the rest. A. B. Navika, on your program many months ago, I appeared and I said that let's imagine it's vendetta in Bengal. The money in Partho Chatterjee's house was not planted by the Enforcement Directorate. The money was not planted in his lady friend's apartment. All these people are being caught. There are charge sheets being produced. They will find the scrutiny of law under a robust, Tehseen, put your hand down, I will finish. They will find recourse to justice. But if till now they haven't found recourse or haven't got any relief, the question that needs to be answered is there any truth in the charge sheet? That is the moot point. The moot point is not why Sanjay Singh or Surendra Nahar or whoever it is being targeted. That's not the issue. The issue is if they are corrupt, have they been charge sheeted, and is the charge sheet genuine? That the courts of law are saying that they are. The courts of law are not giving bail. So therein lies the quandary. And therefore lies the conflict and the contradiction, both in terms of reason and logic. Let the Enforcement Directorate do its work. If it is found wanting, it will lose in the courts of law. But you can't prevent them from doing their work just because opposition members are more corrupt than ruling party members, seemingly. I'm not passing judgment, but the judgments are being passed by the judges. They are not giving bail. You and I or Tehseen Poonawalla or Shehzad can't give bail to these gentlemen. So that's the pure logic.
And Ashutosh, I want to ask you, in this case, let's talk about this case specifically, the Liquorgate case. In this, there are many people who have been in jail. In the Satyendra Jain case, you saw he was in jail for over 10 months, if I'm not wrong. And when he got bail, it was on health grounds. It was not a question of getting bail on the merit of the case. It was on health grounds. Mr. Manish Sisodia has been in jail for now 6, 7, 8 months. And his case is going on in Supreme Court. And whatever the observations, the judges are asking questions, the judges are making observations, the judges are trying to get to the bottom of it, but he's not got bail second day when the hearing took place, and the case will come up again next week. And Vijay Nair, in this case itself, hasn't got bail. The point I'm making is, kuch to hoga, which is why lawyers of the accused have not been able to convince the courts, at least so far. Finally, whether conviction happens or not, the test will happen again in the courts of law. But so far, bail has not been easy to get. Unmute yourself, Ashutosh ji.
They are not convicted, and we are calling them criminals. That's
I'm calling them accused. Please.
No, it's so personal comment. Sorry, Navika. I don't intend to hurt you. I'm not intended. My comment is not intended at you at all.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the sad part is it's not only about the media and the press. It has become the nature of the system that we call people criminals. Don't forget, the 2014 election was decided on the basis of what happened with the 2G and what happened with the CWC. 2G, the person has got clean chit from the court itself. Will you blame the system? Blame the courts? Will you blame the judiciary? Who will you blame? So my point is, why we can't have a system where within 6 months the matter is sorted? Right. Why somebody has to be in jail for years and years and years?
Excellent.
And the PMLA Qanun and the UAPA Qanun is like this. Once you are in jail, you won't get out unless it's a year or two. So I think there is a fundamental question, and I agree with Swale on this ground. But there is a larger question. The larger question is there rule of law in this country? are the enforcement agencies are implementing rule of law irrespective of the political party, the ideology? These are the questions. If more than 100 opposition political parties, MLAs, MPs, ministers are behind the bar or raided and BJP, if you join BJP, everything is hunky-dory, then why we should not ask the question, where is the rule of law in this country? Where is the constitutional
The rule of law? You're questioning the rule of law. Aren't these matters going to court, number one? And number two, the party, the said party in this specific case is the Aam Aadmi Party. Did it not know that law existed even before they were born in this country? But they used to get up and hold press conferences and name 100 people as being corrupt.
I think in one of your channels, in one of your debates, I said Modi and Arvind Kejriwal made of the same clay. What is happening in Punjab and the Congress leaders is equally pathetic as what is happening to the opposition leaders outside Punjab.
Punjab की बात छोड़िए sir. Anna के time पर they used to pass judgment sitting on the dais when you were part of that party as well, Mr. Ashutosh ji. तब तो वो कह देते थे कि लालू करप्ट है, सोनिया गांधी करप्ट है, फला करप्ट है.
I corrected myself. I'm no longer with them.
Yeah, when?
I have a reason to repent. I can repent.
Okay. तो तब आप भी गलत थे.
Agreed.
Let me comment, please.
Confession time. I really applaud.
Confession ठीक है. Confession on 9
No, but बहुत लोग नहीं confess करते. आशुतोष जी should be appreciated for doing that.
Confession के बाद improvement कहाँ है? ये आशुतोष का सत्य हिंदी. रफाल पे 10 stories. All hinting that there was huge corruption. अब रफाल पे confession दे दीजिए आशुतोष जी. You jumped the gun on. And I don't want to pull out the debates you've had on this channel about how there is lot of things to be answered in Rafale. Oh, this Modi chor, Chaukidar chor hai narrative. It should be accounted for when there was not a bit of evidence. Now wait, आशुतोष जी, wait your turn. Wait your turn. So confession के बाद भी improvement कहाँ है? दूसरी बात sir, don't confuse the issues. Today there are court processes and court orders against people. Lalu Prasad Yadav has been convicted 4 times. And by the way, let me tell you one thing about the karwai that's taking place. Before 2014, who was being acted upon? DMK. Even today they are under the scanner. SP, even today they are under scanner. Congress, now also they are under scanner. RJD, now also they are under. In fact, RJD's Lalu Prasad Yadav got convicted first time before 2014. TMC. And these same parties are under the scanner even today. अब 2014 से पहले किसकी सरकार थी मान्यवर? उस समय पर भी इनका चरित्र भ्रष्टाचार का था, आज भी भ्ष्टाचार का है. तो why you saying that what was happening before 2014 से ये corruption में?
But Shehzad Poonawala, the question will always be asked. 115 cases against opposition. आप सत्यवादी हरीशचंद्र हैं.
वेरी गुड.
आप सत्यवादी हरीशचंद्र हैं. आपके यहाँ सब पाक साफ है. Everybody who joins you is absolutely sparkling clean. You should be an ad for a detergent or a washing machine, as the opposition says.
No, Navika, in that case, if supposing, see, this is not the kind of a balancing act that you do. There is evidence against somebody, the prosecution
irrigation scam, Ajit Pawar.
Very good, very good. So why don't they tell us that first of all, Tehseen should tell us that did the irrigation scam take place in the Congress-run government of 2004 to 14? Point number 1. Point number 2, when investigation started, why do they oppose the investigation into this? If Ajit Pawar is guilty, let his name also come. If somebody else, the Chief Minister of Congress, is guilty, let that name also come. Why do they oppose it when the karwai begins? And fourthly, let me give you one example how we are different from them. Mukul Roy came to our party. Even then, the CBI grilled him in 2019. You remember this? And now Mukul Roy is in which party? ये लोग जब मुकुल रॉय हमारी पार्टी में थे तो रोज चिल्ला चिल्ला के कहते थे मुकुल रॉय पे कार्रवाई बंद हो गई. No, the कार्रवाई went on. Himanta Biswa Sarma also is noted. One second. Himanta Biswa Sarma, let me answer you specifically. Himanta Biswa Sarma, when activists like you went to court in 2018 in Guwahati, there was not a shred of evidence and there's no case against him. And Amit Shah ji, when Himanta Biswa Sarma joined the BJP, had clearly said anybody case is there, it will continue.
You say that, but on the ground there's nothing to see. I'm coming.
But please, one last point. Before he comes in, one last point.
You have to wait because I've got Rebula Sridhar Reddy. You will have to respond to him.
If they have any, 1 second. 9 years are over now. if you had a shred of evidence against any leader, you have many state governments. Corruption is not bound by any jurisdiction. You could have filed a case, instead of filing cases on Bagga and Kheda, you should have filed a case against these people and got them arrested or convicted. Why haven't you done that?
What?
If there is an act of corruption anywhere, you can file the case. Tessie, please don't act like a... Please, 1 second. You can file the case. If you have evidence, you can go file it in any place.
Navika ji.
There is no territorial
Tessie.
Hold on.
Respond.
I don't know which WhatsApp university, because I know he passed from a very prestigious law university, is the BJP spokesperson speaking from. The BJP a white paper on Himanta Biswa Sharma ji alleging corruption and money kickback. When Biswa Sharma ji joined the BJP, that case has been turned around. He's been called once and now he's a witness. How does that happen? In Y.S. Chaudhary ji's case, and Times Now has reported the BJP member
so go
of
to
Parliament.
A higher court, go to a higher court, Tehseen Poonawala, and get that order reversed. Get that order reversed. After all, you are a serial litigant. You are a serial PIL wala. You can go to the court.
Can I please make a point? I'll give the point. Just allow me. I understand your question. Allow me. I'll give you the answer to that. We went in Vyapam. Court ordered investigation. Court ordered CBI.
You had a 15-month government after that.
Will you please keep
You had a government in Madhya Pradesh after that. Arrest करवा देते सबको.
CBI comes under state government.
अरे मान्यवर व्यापम में जांच आप अपनी पुलिस से करवा देते ना अगर इतना प्रूफ था तो.
CBI investigation and they didn't arrest Shivraj Singh Chauhan. And
CBI के आदेश किसने दिए?
The High Court. We went.
आप हाई कोर्ट में जाकर बोल देते CBI is not cooperating then. आपकी सरकार थी 15 महीने, आप क्यों नहीं गए हाई कोर्ट में ये डालते हुए कि CBI is not cooperating? हाई कोर्ट से भी रात
नहीं. Shivraj Singh Chauhan?
You know he'll make 10,000 excuses.
This is endless. But let me get in Mr. Reddy as well. 1 minute, Mr. Sridhar Reddy. Mr. Reddy, today the BRS also had some unwanted visitors in Telangana. Now I want to ask you: is it merely crackdown on corruption, or any case that is investigated or followed by agencies should only be given a political color because there is no other defense? Because after all of these matters land up in courts and the courts take a call. So has it become also a fashion, just like the raid Raj you talk about, has it also become a fashion by political parties saying that, oh, this is vendetta, that is why they are here, they are scared, there is election coming, they've lost their popularity, so they are deflecting attention? Is that the only defense the opposition parties always jump to?
Navika ji, we are not against ED or IT or CBI doing their job properly and genuinely. But when it comes to the political, leadership, their activity has been very selective. Now that, we have seen Sanjay Singh's arrest again, he was very vocal after Sisodia's arrest after that. And we were, discussing about that then. Definitely, the union government, BJP, will take action rather, these kind of political vendetta on those leaders who will speak very strongly against them during Adani issue and all that. Sanjay Singh was very vocal, and we were sure that definitely someday they will be doing this kind of act. Now, why there is only selective targeting? I'll give you an example. Coming to Andhra, rather Telangana, then in 2018 in Andhra Pradesh, now the national spokesperson of BJP and Rajya Sabha member GVL Narasimha Rao termed two MPs, Rajya Sabha MPs, Mr. CM Ramesh and Y.S. Chaudhary, as Andhra Malyas. In a press conference, he said they are Andhra Malyas. Mr. Y.S. Chaudhary defrauded banks to the tune of 5,000 crores, 700 crores. CM Ramesh run Benami operations and evaded hundreds of crores as tax. Tax evasion was there. And he went on to say that he has submitted all the proofs to Parliament Ethics Committee as well to the probe agencies. After that, the next year, following year, they have joined Bharatiya Janata Party. As you were saying, they have applied that BJP surf with a washing machine. Now they clean, they met the Honorable Prime Minister. No case now. No case is in progress. They're happily going around Andhra Pradesh and making all whatever they wanted to do. Then what happened? All the spokesperson of BJP said that he has submitted the proofs. where the proofs have gone. And even in our case, in this liquor case, even today, I say it's a fabricated case against all the leaders, all the political leaders who are involved in it. It's an imaginary numbers, no money found, no proper evidence, and you are actually trying leaders on a policy which was framed by the Delhi government. It's the job of the government. So where is the money? You are talking about on the paper you say that
it is the job of the government to make a policy fair enough, but then why was the policy pulled back, Suhail say? And money has not been found. But what about the remand note which says stakes were given to the assistants of Sanjay Singh?
Every 15 days somebody will become an approver. After that, some other leader will be arrested.
But there is talk of stakes being given, shares being given to the assistant of Sanjay Singh. Isn't this how the Benami law really works? And is this not what money laundering law is all about? That is what the PMLA is all about, Suhail said.
So I just want to make 3 or 4 quick points. Number one, I've heard everyone. Ashutosh made an important point saying that there must be swifter justice where politicians are involved so that it doesn't come across as vendetta. Absolutely. But we are a country that is observing the rule of law. We have a very robust, if I may say so, an extremely fair and neutral Supreme Court. High courts are far more neutral and unforgiving of law breakages than you and I can imagine. Are we therefore going to throw the baby with the bathwater and say that everything in this country has gone to the dogs or is in pieces? No. If our judiciary weighs in on these cases and does not give reprieve, then the only thing that you can surmise, Navika, is there must be some truth in the matter. Yes, the investigation seems more vendetta-driven because it is these parties, and in fact, Justice Khanna alluded to that in his Supreme Court observations yesterday, saying, why have you not made a political party a party to this case? Now, we all know how the system works. The point is, we can't condone corruption because it only involves certain political parties and not the ruling party. Having said that, I will stick my neck out and say the BJP must be holier than they imagine they have to be. You know, Caesar's wife must be above suspicion. It is true that a lot of people feel, and rightly so, that if people join the BJP, their sins are forgiven. There, the party must introspect. Because if you look back at the track record of the Prime Minister, I've said this before and I will say it again, it is by far the cleanest union cabinet in the history of independent India. Why would he want that slur for the sake of 3 or 4 politicians jumping ship and joining the BJP and therefore bringing a level of taint? That's what I'm saying.
Well,
let me come in because it's very important and fundamental. And Suhail, taking from what you said, 2 examples I gave before. Now, Y.S. Chaudhary was quoted as an example on this show. Y.S. Chaudhary, this is August 12, 2022, reported by Greta Andhra. Money laundering. This person, Y.S. Chaudhary, has been asked to appear before the court because he was skipping the summons. But even then, the ED pursued him and then he had to go and appear the court. The summons were continued to issue to him and he joined the BJP in 2019. The court continued to issue him summons and he had to go and appear.
Court?
No.
Or ED?
Agency issued him summons and therefore he had to go to court.
One second.
Navika, what are you saying? Please,
Everybody wants to come. Okay, Shehzad is explaining
this is most unfair.
In 30
Please let me complete.
Yes, okay, I'm coming to everyone and Mr. Reddy to you first.
Okay, I'll read out. Months after Sujana is his group's thing, he got summons from the Enforcement Directorate for the trial in the Special Court for Economic Offences in Chennai, and the former Union Minister appeared in the court for the trial. He has got the summons even now from the agency. Point 1. Point 2, let me give you one more example. The other examples of Pratap Sarnaik. Pratap Sarnaik was in the Uddhav Sena camp. The TOPS case was closed by the Mumbai police when MVA was in power. Even though we formed the government in June 2022, if I remember it correctly. In December 2022, the agency got up in High Court and said that no closure report will be given. We will continue the case on Pratap Singh.
That is maybe now people will say, and Mr. Reddy is well within his right to say कि आप उनको अपनी तरफ ही रखना चाहते हैं कि फिर कहीं छोड़ के ना चले जाएं. Mr. Reddy
करे तो गुनहगार. अच्छा मुकुल रॉय को इन्होंने क्यों ले लिया? अच्छा मुकुल रॉय इन्होंने क्यों ले लिया?
Okay, Mr. Reddy. Mr. Reddy.
First in the case, Navika.
Yes.
As part of NDA, Mr. Chowdhury was made the union minister. Even then there were allegations. Banks went, allegedly went to his house, rather in offices, and, made dharnas and andolans. After that, he had to join. First of all, why are you admitting them? When you
said the case was closed. He said case was closed. Navika, he said case was closed. Does he take that back first?
Say that.
He should take it back.
No, I did not say.
You said case was closed. Navika, he said case was closed.
I did not say. What are you saying?
Navika, he said case was closed.
He said,
you rewind the show.
He said the investigation has stopped.
What are you saying?
So, was it stopped?
No.
Was it stopped?
Okay, so it's...
You take it back first. You take it back.
There is no progress on this. I am asking you, Mr. Poonawalla.
Yes.
Poonawalla, wait a second. Navika, I want to ask only one thing. First in the case, why do you admit them in your party? They are coming to you for a protection. When you say you are a party with difference, why do you admit corrupt people in your party? When your own MP,
why do you admit
either you don't trust your MP or trust
now
them more
can I
than
answer
them.
this?
What is right in it?
Okay. If we are admitting all these corrupt people, इनको आपने क्यों अपना दामाद बना कर रखा है फिर? Ajit Pawar was leader of opposition of entire MBA.
हम क्यों मना?
If he was so corrupt for you, why you made him the LOP? आपके यहाँ पर सब चमत्कार और हमारे यहाँ आकर भ्रष्टाचार.
Respond, Tehseen.
किसकी पूछ रहे हैं आप?
Navika ji, at least my bite is very clear. The cases are not shut. They keep hanging like a sword, so these guys don't turn. In case of Ajit Pawar, let me be specific, and in case of Y.S. Chaudhary, and in case of Hemanta Biswa Sharma, it is a sword that hangs. The investigation is never shut, so they come out and say the case is on. In case of Y.S. Chaudhary or Ajit Pawar, any other politician would have been arrested. Why is Y.S. Chaudhary not arrested?
So Suhail said, chit bhi meri, pat bhi meri. If someone's an investigation continue, then it is being done only to keep the sword hanging. And if it is not done, then you're only going after the opposition. Both ways, the opposition must have the last word. Suhail, is that fair?
You have done more investigative stories than a lot of people have. We cannot always abuse the CBI, the ED, and all the investigative agencies to score political brownie points. We have done that in the past. You call the CBI a caged parrot. You cannot ever demotivate the investigative agencies because they are doing, to my mind, a thankless job. If they're doing it under political will or under political, regulation, there are courts. Why are we diminishing? Today we have, as I've mentioned to you, we have courts of law which are absolutely brilliant and fair. Everyone says that. It's not you or me. Number one. Number two, I agree with Mr. Reddy. If you believe that a particular person involved with the ruling party is corrupt, you have recourse to law. Why don't you file a PIL in the Supreme Court saying that this person is guilty of corruption? But for that, you cannot abuse the ED day in and day out because you don't like the color of its target. Always examine the color of its intent, not the color of its target.
Well, let's just know this, that as far as people in this country are concerned, corruption is an issue for them, and investigation agencies need to do their job. That is what people of India pay taxes for running these agencies. Having said that, on the other hand, the BJP will also have to be circumspect. They have to be like the Caesar's wife, above suspicion. Because if you admit and open doors and open your arms to all those people against whom cases are going on, well, people are going to make this charge at you someday or the other and say that you open cases, people who have cases, you literally arm twist them and make them join your party and make governments wherever you want to, and then these cases hang fire. You may have them over to your courts and agencies for a summon or two. Nothing really moves. So clearly, if it is about corruption, then you have to live up to the expectations that you and your party set up for this country.
No, we are. But those who came into politics saying
well,
that we will not have
I'm
tolerance of
completely
corruption
out of
can
time
go on
on
without
this debate as I
without
thank
quotes,
all my panelists. On corruption, people of this country will not back off. What is wrong for the opposition will also apply to the BJP, which is in power. And we leave it at that for now.
They don't.